It is a new year, so it is time to look at the 2023 movie collection. Let's get started. What is going on, guys, and welcome back. Now, the last one we did, when we did it last year, it was like 40 minutes, so this one will probably be longer, so I don't want to waste too much time. Also, I think I have it organized differently. I have Marvel, DC, and then I have Disney, horror, and then everything else. I don't know why. I'm weird like that, but whatever. It's fine. So, let's get started with Marvel. We're going to start off with the MCU. I don't own a lot of MCU. A decent amount. We first up have this very old Iron Man Blu-ray. This thing doesn't even have a slipcover. I got this at a used bookstore. I don't even know if it works, but you know, just this was back when I was just trying to get them all. Probably now I will try to get an updated version of that eventually, but I don't know when that'll be. Then we have Incredible Hulk. This is kind of the fancy edition, I guess, for Blu-ray. A film that a lot of people do not like, and I actually enjoy it. I think it's not great, like, you know, it's not great, but I like it. And I like this edition with the, like, I like all the Marvel films that have, like, the ray and all that. But yeah, you know, there's fun to be had. It's a tribute to kind of the 80s Hulk show. And so I enjoyed that show, so this was cool. Alright, so the only Phase 1 film I don't own is Iron Man 2, so we're going to skip that one. Next up, Thor on 4K. Another film that... Phase 1 is interesting because a lot of the films are kind of like, okay. They're trying to figure their stuff out. So this is a good enough movie. Introducing Thor. It's cool to see, like, young versions of these characters, but it's not great. It's, you know, good enough. You know, I like it a little more now, you know, just seeing the transformation of Thor, but, you know, early MCU, so it's a little more excusable. And then, next up we have a film that a lot of people don't like, for some reason, and it's one I really like. It is Captain America, First Avenger. Yeah, a movie that a lot of people, surprisingly, I've seen online, do not like this movie. And I don't understand why. I think this is a great introduction to Captain America. I think it does a great job at that, and I've never understood why this film is not liked. But, you know, I personally think that it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. I really like it, so I kind of think that a lot of people need to stop hating on it. And another one that's like old. This is old Blu-ray for Avengers. Again, this was back when I was just trying to get the films. I didn't care what type of quality. This was also one I found at a used bookstore, so I don't know how good quality is. I don't know if it works. It was at a used bookstore, so I don't think it's gonna be very good. But I own it. Eventually, I need to get the 4K of that. And then we have Captain America, The Winter Soldier. One of the best MCU movies. It kind of has like a political thriller vibe to it. Plus, you know, The Winter Soldier and all them. It's a really good movie. I really like this one. Obviously, it's great. Another great one. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a James Gunn, you know, adventure. I love this film a lot. Obviously, the characters are great, and a lot of these films I'm not going to talk about the MCU because, like, everyone, you know, knows these movies, and check out my ranking. I've ranked the MCU, so check it out if you want to. But yeah, I obviously love this film. And then we skip to Phase 3 with Captain America, Civil War. Another one of the best. This Blu-ray I've had for a while. I didn't get it at a used bookstore, but I got this when this was new. But you know, I've had it for a while, so probably need to upgrade that. And then another one that I've had for a while is Spider-Man: Homecoming. Again, this is the old version. But you know, a lot of people I've noticed recently do not like this movie, and I've never understood that because, like, I think it's It's great. I really like it. It's a good introduction. It's not an introduction because he was in Civil War, but it like gives us this version of Spider-Man, and I really like it. So I've never understood why that one for some reason has gotten hate. And then we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, a great sequel. I actually prefer this one over the first one. Maybe I need to rewatch them and see, but a lot of people prefer the first one. I've always just resonated with this one more. I don't know why, but that's just me. But yeah, really good. Then we have Avengers Infinity War. What most people consider the best MCU movie. It's my third favorite now because of Guardians 3. And obviously incredible. I watched this opening night and it blew me away seeing all these characters. Every single MCU character connecting together. That was a big deal. Because, I mean, everybody was in it. Other than Ant-Man and Hawkeye. Everybody was in it. Speaking of Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, fun movie. Pretty forgetful. But this one I don't really need the 4K of because it's like, it's Ant-Man. I'm not... This shows why he's not in Infinity War. It's fun. You know, it's a heist movie. It's not great, but, you know, it's, again, fun enough. And then we have my favorite MCU movie, Avengers Endgame. I need to get the 4K of this because this is an old Blu-ray. I got it Five Below. But yeah, incredible. Bringing, you know, a great... I think the MCU should have ended here. But, you know, whatever. I don't make those decisions, so I don't, you know, have a say-so in that. And then we have Spider-Man Far From Home. A movie a lot of people love. I actually have a few issues with this one. The plot's a little weird. And it's obviously fun. I'd say it's the funniest out of the 3 Spider-Man movies. But the story, I think, is the weakest with this one. I think that it has a few issues that are a little overlooked. We got another Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man No Way Home. This is the first 4K I ever got. This is an interesting one. Because every time I watch it, I like it a little bit less. Because to me, this movie feels like, okay, the plot is very weak. And so so Disney execs are like, alright, so the plot and how all this is happening is pretty weak. So let's just bring Tobey and Andrew so then everybody will not care about that and just care about the fact that the Spider-Man are together. That's what it felt like to me. Obviously, I still enjoy it and really like it. But I haven't rewatched it a lot because it feels like every time I rewatch it, I don't like it as much. So I try to kind of not watch that one a lot just because I start to recognize the issues with the plot a little more. Then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, a film that a lot of people do not like. I like it as a horror fan and, you know, it has an Evil Dead vibe to it. This is the fancy Target edition. It has the film, but it also comes with some little card things. I don't know what these things are, but you know, because of you get these, so therefore the price can now go up $10. But whatever, you know, cool. I guess it comes with a little stand as well, so I don't, you know, whatever. It's cool. I enjoy the film. Now we move on to our I don't really own a lot of MCUs. Like I said, there's a lot I'm missing. They're all on Disney Plus, so I'm not. Alright, so we have our Spider-Verse films. So first up, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Loved this movie. I didn't know if they were going to be able to top this because this is one of the best comic book movies of all time. But they did top it with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is my favorite Spider-Man movie ever. I love it. I love it so much. It's a celebration of Spider-Man. This was my favorite movie of 2023. If you want to see my ranking of the 2023 movies I saw, go check it out. It's one of my newest videos. I think there's like 40, 41. Check it out. It's like 40 minutes long. But yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Obviously love this film. Then we have ones that aren't as loved that are connected to Spider-Man, but you know, I enjoy them. The Venom movie. So we have Venom, a film that, you know, it was on sale, so that's why I bought it. But a movie that I enjoy. I like it. It's not great, but I think that the sequel, Venom Let There Be Carnage, I think is a bit better. It's more fun, but it's quick. It's like an hour and 37 minutes, which kind of works because like the first one's like 2 hours, and it's like forever until he finally actually gets the symbiote. So this one is just nonstop carnage, I guess. And it's cool to see a live-action Cleus Cassidy. I really like this one, and you know, we're getting one more Venom film. It's kind of funny how like these movies are actually considered much better now that we have all these Sony spin-off Morbius, and then we're getting Craven this year, and I realize we're not getting a lot of comic book movies this year compared to every other year, but we're getting 3 from the Sonyverse: Venom, Madam Web, and Craven. That should. I'm only excited for like 2 comic book movies this year, man. Alright, so we have X2, X-Men United. What a good X-Men movie. I'm trying to collect all these X-Men films, because a lot of them are not on Disney Plus, and I don't feel like renting them every time I want to watch them. This is one of my favorite X-Men films. I love this movie so much, and now I have it in this fancy, smancy, sexy steelbook. I love this thing. It's really cool. Look how pretty it looks. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we got X-Men Origins Wolverine. A film that everyone hated. I watched it a few years back, and I was like, okay, so everyone hates this film, but I enjoyed it, and so I bought it because it was like cheap, and I said I'm gonna rewatch it. Maybe I won't like it as much, and you know, I'll start to understand why everybody hates this movie. And I rewatched it, and I still don't understand why everybody hates this film. The CGI is bad. Yeah, the CGI is bad. But I don't get why everybody hates this movie. Because I really enjoyed it. Love Wolverine. I have always liked that film. So I disagree with people on that one. Next up, one that everybody, I think, can agree on. X-Men Days of Futures Past. My favorite X-Men movie. Not my favorite X-Men movie in the X-Men universe, because that would go to Logan. But out of all the X-Men movies, this was my favorite. Love this movie. This is probably my second favorite. I love this book, based on a classic comic book by Chris Claremont. This is incredible, and now I own it in Fancy Schmancy Steelbook. They also had the Rogue cut, but it wasn't a Steelbook. Eventually, I'll probably watch that. It's only like 2 extra scenes. It's like 10 minutes added to it. I don't know why Rogue had it. Okay, so we have X-Men Dark Phoenix. This movie is not good, but it was cheap. Yeah, I bought it because of that. I don't like the movie. I do not like it, but I guess it's better than X-Men Last Stand, but that's not saying much. Still not good, but, you know, I guess, you know, I own it. So if I ever, one day I want to, you know, try to watch them all in chronological order. Maybe rank them one day. We'll see. Then we have The New Mutants, a film that everybody trashes on. Came out 2020. Everyone forgot about it. I liked it. It feels like a Breakfast Club horror edition, because this is kind of like a horror vibe to it. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I think I liked it more the second time I watched it. So, kind of, you know, it feels like Breakfast Club, but a horror movie, and a lot of people didn't like it. I personally quite enjoyed it. Now we move on to the DC movies, starting with DC EU, and then animated. I own much more DC than Marvel, because I am biased. So first up we have Batman versus Superman. This is the Ultimate Edition, so it collects the deluxe and the theatrical cut. Nobody watched the theatrical cut. Most of these Blu-rays and 4Ks don't even collect it, but this one does. Yeah, the theatrical cut is like, it's good, but I think the Ultimate Edition, or the deluxe, whatever, the director's cut, I guess, I don't know, is pretty good. This is a movie that some people love, some people hate, and there's, like, everybody's all over the place with this movie, excuse me. So, like, some people like it, some people don't, and then some people are in the middle. I've always really liked this movie. Maybe I'm biased, because I saw this in theaters, and it blew me away as a 6-year-old, seeing Batman and Superman punch each other in the face. But I really enjoyed it. I think the plot's interesting with Lex Luthor and his little scheme he's got going on. So I've always really liked this film. Maybe that's just me, but I've always really liked it. And no, I'm not doing a DCU ranking. That's not happening, because those rankings take a while and they usually don't get many views. So I'm not gonna bother with that. Next one, another one that everybody hates, Suicide Squad. I think this one's much more just universally hated, and in a way, rightfully so. But I have some fun with it. It's not a great movie. The plot's terrible. It's just kind of, it's not good. But I have a little bit of fun with it, so I picked it up. We were at 2nd and Charles in Detroit, Michigan, and I was like, I'm gonna pick it up while we're here, and it was cheap. So yeah, jeez. Okay, so excuse me. Yeah, I've always had a little bit of fun with this one. I like the cast, and it's cool seeing this and rewatching the Suicide Squad and seeing how Rick Flag is now my favorite Suicide Squad member, in the films at least. Seeing his change to those two films after he got James Gunnified. Yeah, I've always enjoyed this film. I like the introduction of each character where it has like a little bio on them. It's lazy, but it gets the job done for me. I would like to see an Ayer cut. I hope that comes out. I don't know if it'll be as good as the Snyder cut, but I think it'd be cool to see. Alright, then we have Wonder Woman. Obviously one of the best DCEU movies. I really enjoy it. I still have my old Blu-ray right here. I'm gonna get rid of that eventually, but I have the 4K now, so I don't really need this. So I don't know why I still have it. That doesn't really make much sense, but yeah, I saw it in theaters. I loved it. I used to have Justice League, the original, but I got rid of it because I pretend that movie doesn't exist. Then we have Aquaman. It's, fun, dumb fun. I enjoy it. I think I like that it's kind of embracing the goofiness of Aquaman. I didn't want them to take him too seriously, because, come on now, it's goofy, but it's fun. I like it a lot. So, I really enjoy it, personally. It made $1 billion. It's the only DCEU movie to make $1 billion, so. Alright, then we have Shazam, another one I really, really enjoyed. Obviously, this one's a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like this movie, and it has a lot of heart to it, and it's based on the Jeff Johns, Gary Frank book. That's a great Shazam comic. Check that out. There's a few differences because that one has Black Adam. I think this would have been even better if it had that, Black Adam in it. But yeah, I really, really like that one, and yeah. Alright. And then we have a movie that I don't know why I bought it, but I did. I think it was on sale, but it's Wonder Woman 1984. Another one that I'd like to pretend doesn't exist because I don't know what were they, who let them cook? I'm just gonna be honest, who put them in the kitchen because this movie's not good. I don't get why they decided to take that first film and make it so goofy. I don't understand why. Why is it about wishes? Out of all the plots, you decided to go with a monkey's paw type thing. But it's not good. It's a terrible film, and I hate it, and I do not like it. Next up, we've got Zack Snyder's Justice League, one of my favorite comic book movies, if not my favorite. Such a good movie, excellent. I just wish we got to see this in theaters. I wish that Warner Brothers got their stuff together and realized we should just let this dude do his movie. I know in a way Zack Snyder kind of left because his daughter tragically died, but I just still wish they released this. I think it would have been way better than whatever we got, and I think this could have redeemed the DC universe if they had done that, but they didn't, so whatever. I'm going to move this over here now, because, alright, and then we got All-Star Superman. This is an animated DC animated movie. I've never been a big fan of this one. I need to reread the comic because I didn't like it the first time I read it. I've only read it once. I need to reread it. Maybe I'll prefer it a little more, but this film, okay. I just didn't like the comic that much. Again, maybe I just need to reread it. One of my favorite DC animated films, we got Batman Year One. I really, 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 really enjoyed this one. I hope, there's a 4K. I'd like to get that one day. I love this film. Love the comic, obviously, and so I think this is a direct adaptation, so it worked. I think the DC animated films, when they take, like with Batman Hush, where they took it and they made a ton of changes, I think that kind of ruins from the plot. So I think in that animated one, they decided to make it to where it's like Riddler's Hush. I don't get why they did that. Another one that's like a direct adaptation of the comic, which makes it really good. The Batman Long Halloween movies. These are the only good Tomorrowverse films. This Tomorrowverse is trash, and I think they're ending it already with the Crisis films. I think they're ending it. I hated this universe. It sucked. But, yeah, the two DC films here. Long Halloween Part 2. I don't know why they decided not to just make it one film. Whatever. I really, really liked that one. I thought it was incredible. Such a great adaptation, and I rewatched those a lot. Obviously, the comic's great. And then we got the Batman Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition. This collects both parts. I like this one. I like the comic. I think it's a little overrated. Do not hate me, because most people consider that to be the best Batman comic of all time. I personally disagree. But it comes with cards, so it's worth it. You get 4 cheap little paper cards, so that's all that matters. They're pretty cool. I like this one a lot. And then, that one's pretty cool. But yeah, these are, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I like the film. I think the comic's better, but, you know, the comic is another thing that's, like, okay, I think that, you know, I don't know, I've always found this to be overrated. One that I really enjoy is Batman vs. Ninja Turtles. It's a lot of fun. It's cheesy, it's goofy, but I really personally enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun to be had there, so I've always really liked that one. Next up, the Batman 30th Anniversary 18 film collection. One day, I've been planning this for years, and I've just never done it. One day I plan on sitting down and just watching all of these, and I've never done it. And it's my plan to sit down and watch all 18 movies, and it's just never happened. I'd love to one day, because it's a cool set, but I don't know when that's going to happen. But this collects Batman Gotham Knight, Year 1, Under the Red Hood, Bad Blood vs. Robin, Son of Batman, Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, Assault on Arkham, The Killing Joke, Harley Quinn, Gotham by Gaslight, Ninja, Return of the Caped Crusaders, Mask of the Phantasm, Mystery of the Batwoman, Batman, Superman and Batman Public Enemies, and Superman and Batman Apocalypse. This collects, like, almost all of these animated Batman movies, and I have just never I've never used this thing. Like, I've used it to, like, watch some individually, but I need to just sit down and watch them all. That's my plan, and I've just never done it, and I regret that. Alright, then we got the Death and Return of Superman. They took the Death of Superman animated film and the Reign of Superman animated movie, combined them into one film, and it works. It's really good. It's like 3 hours long, I think, and it works a lot. I think these animated movies need to be done like this, because a lot of them feel rushed. If they just made longer, I don't know why they can't do it. They have the money. It's Warner Brothers. They can do it. Like, take Long Halloween, these two. When they're combined, they're incredible. Do that more. Dark Knight Returns, although I think it's okay. It's a good, complete story, because they took the time. It's 2 parts instead of 1 hour and 17-minute movie. So I don't know why they're not doing that. Then we have Green Lantern, Beware My Power. This is it's a decent, a lot of the other Tomorrowverse movies suck. This one and Long Halloween, I think, are the best ones. I like this one. So, you know, it was on sale on Steelbook, so I was like, alright, we'll pick it up. Next one, the Lego Batman movie. Fun. Saw it in theaters like 3 times. I used to love this film. I enjoy it. It's lowbrow humor, but it works. It's making fun of Batman. A lot of people don't realize that film's parodying Batman, and I love it. I love that it's parodying Batman. I don't love the movie. I'm just saying I love that. Okay, Superman Red Son. This is pretty good. I actually like this animated film a lot. I think it's a pretty good adaptation of the comic book. It's pretty good. Yeah, I really liked this one. One of the better DC animated films. They're so hit or miss with these, because, like, they're either really, like, some of them can be absolutely terrible, but if they do it right, it can be good. Alright, then we have the Batman, Tim Burton, Uh, yeah, this weird. I guess they're in the same universe. I don't know, because these first two are together, and then Joel Schumacher made a Val Kilmer one, and then a George Clooney one. I don't know what, if they're connected. Everyone just kind of puts them together. I pretend that they don't exist, because I honestly don't like any of them. Even 89, which is a praised film, not a big fan. I think the plot's pretty lame, and it's pretty outdated. I prefer the Superman 79. That's always the one that's one of my favorite comic book films. 89, not a big fan. Returns, not a big fan. Batman Forever, I enjoyed. I have some fun with that one. And so ironically, I guess Batman Forever is actually my favorite, because that's the one I get the most fun out of. And then Batman and Robin, which is not good at all. It's not even, like, there's a little bit of, enjoyment out of how bad it is, but there's another part of it that's like, what were you doing, man? Then we have the Dark Knight trilogy. Eventually, I need to get the 4K set of this. One of the best trilogies of all time. It's Christopher Nolan, and this has, like, some cars and stuff in it, so it's a pretty cool set here, but eventually it needs to get the 4K. Then we got the final, we got The Batman, another one of my favorite comic book movies. Love it, obviously, and I rewatch this film all the time. I love it so much, and yeah, just so good, so good, and cannot wait for part 2, which is releasing 2025, I think. I really hope that film doesn't get delayed, because that should be awesome. We're getting 2 Batman movies and a Superman movie in 2025. 2025 is going to be great, because I think Fantastic Four is coming out that year. Final DC film, we got this triple feature, V for Vendetta, Watchmen, Constantine. Haven't watched any of these. This was given to me by a friend. I eventually will check them out, because I've heard mixed things. I've heard V for Vendetta's pretty good. Watchmen, I've heard mixed things on, and then Constantine, I've also heard mixed things on. One day I sit down and I'll watch it. Can't believe Keanu Reeves is Constantine. That's hilarious. Then we have the tiny Disney section. We got... Yes, I didn't put Star Wars in the Disney section. I pretend those aren't Disney. Alright, then we got Beauty and the Beast, the live-action remake. Why do these remakes exist? They make money, but I'm just gonna watch the original. If I want to watch Beauty and the Beast, I'm gonna watch the original. Same with Aladdin, Lion King, all of them. The Aladdin one's actually kind of fun, though. Alright, then we have a movie that came out 2021 that I really enjoyed. I think a lot of people liked, Free Guy, about a normal NPC. And this one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. I hope we actually get a sequel. I think there are ways that we could get a sequel to this. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe someone could, like, hack the server or something. I don't know. Alright, then we have The Great Mouse Detective. This was during the 80s when Disney animated movies were not doing great. I actually enjoyed this one, but I've grown up on this one. It's not actually a great movie compared to the DC animated films, but I've always enjoyed it because I've watched this film a bajillion times. I love it. And then we have Mary Poppins. I don't watch this, but I own it because some of these used to be my mom's. Like a lot like Beauty and the Beast, Great Mouse Detective. These are my mom's, and then she gave them to me. And then we have Ralph Breaks the Internet. Bought this one off a friend for like $7. I like the first one way more, that's for sure. That one I grew up on. This one is okay. It's alright. I like the cameos and the Easter eggs and all that, but the actual film, I think the whole, like, final fight with Ralph is so random that it kind of ruins it for me. Now we have our small horror section. Love to increase this one day. First we have A Quiet Place Part 2. We need to get Part 1, and this one I saw in the theaters, and I loved it. I really, really, really liked this one. Liked that one a lot. Gosh, I can't believe 2021 was like 4 years ago? No. I mean, over 3 years ago, right? That's crazy. Then we have Scream, my favorite horror film. Yeah, that's a basic opinion, but that's how good this movie is. I love this movie so much. It's iconic horror film. I have a poster of it. I don't know if you can see it. So whenever I go to sleep, I have a poster of Scream every day. That's cool. Yeah, Scream. I love it. Not much to be said that hasn't been said before. And then we have this really neat VHS for Stranger Things Season 1. I think they've made one for every season. I'm not quite sure, but I think they have. I think, yeah. I just don't own the other ones. But this is obviously a really cool set. I really like it. Even looks like a VHS and has a poster and some... Yeah, this thing's really cool. I really like this one a lot. It's pretty neat. Cool. I'm glad I found this. I got it for like $7, and it wasn't used or anything. It was at Comic-Con. Dude just wanted to get rid of it, and I was like, "Hey, how much?" He was like, $7. And I'm glad I got it because that thing's pretty cool. Then we have another one of my favorites, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They just released this last year, I think, on 4K. I was going to get the Steelbook, but then I saw this, and it blew me away. Look at that artwork. I love it so much. It's so sexy. Man, that 4K juicy goodness. I like when they take, like, artwork and turn it. That's so good. I love it so much. So glad. This is so sexy, man. I love looking at this. It's beautiful. Then we have some Walking Dead seasons. We have Season 4, my favorite season. I love this season. This used to be my dad's. Yeah. Walking Dead Steelbook. Season 4. I don't really own these seasons. I just happen to own 2 of them that my dad used to own. Season 5, another one of the best seasons. I miss when the show was good. Season 11 is the only truly terrible season. I hate Season 11. I wish it never happened. What a shame. Alright, now we're just into the miscellaneous movies. We got Back to the Future, the Ultimate Trilogy, with this neat little, booklet and cool little collection here. This is pretty cool set. I like this. I love this trilogy. It means the world to me. I got to meet Christopher Lee, who played the one and only Dr. Emmett Brown, right there. Yeah, so these films are incredible. One of my favorite trilogies. I love it so much. Alright, then we have one of the best films of all time. I love, this is like, when someone asked me, what's the most prestigious film? This is what I think of. This is Captain Underpants' first epic movie. Such a prestigious movie. You guys get the joke, because, Underpants, okay. Yeah, I really like it. It's fun. I haven't watched it in years, but I used to love it. This used to be, one of my favorite films. It has, a vibe to it that I actually quite enjoyed. I really like this one. I should give it a rewatch. I used to watch this all the time. This thing was my favorite movie. I loved that movie. I need to rewatch that again. Alright, then we have another one of my favorite films from 2022. Elvis. What a great movie. This was... Austin Butler deserved that Oscar. I don't care what you say. Austin Butler dedicated his life to this role. And this was an incredible movie. I love it so much. And I hope Austin Butler gets to have this big career. He's in Dune, so that'll hopefully mean something. Another one of my favorite movies of all time, Forrest Gump. I love this. This is such a good movie. This used to be my favorite. I think it's my second favorite now. So good, man. So good. I love this movie so much. And yeah, I would marry it if I could. No. Alright. Then we have Ghostbusters. I love busting on Ghost. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. Such a good movie. A lot of fun. I haven't seen any of the other ones. I think I saw the sequel years ago. I haven't seen the new ones. I need to, though, because I've heard they're very good, and we're getting a new one soon, so I think I need to check that out one day. But yeah, Ghostbusters. The only one that I think is truly good. But again, I've only seen the first 2. Yeah, I think we're on the 4th one. The 4th one's coming out. I don't know how many sequels there are. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, whatever you call it. This is the 4K for it. I don't own all of these, but this was on sale, so I was like, I like it. I like the, Harry Potter movies are pretty decent. I think Harry Potter's a little bit overrated, in my opinion. but I still, I enjoy it. This first one is the one I've seen the most. So this is the one that I always rewatched. So now I own it. So if I ever want to rewatch it again, I have it. Man, I'm getting tired. This one's gonna be way longer than the last one. I can already tell. We still have a while. We got Raiders of the Lost Ark Steelbook. What a great film! Oh yeah, these steelbooks came with the poster. I don't ever think they made one for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and I don't think Indiana Jones: Dial of Destiny's come out yet. I'm not quite sure. Indiana Jones, this is the best out of those films for sure. I hate the new one. I hate it so much. But then we have The Last Crusade. Obviously, this is another great one. I really, really like this one. This is the only two I own. I don't own Temple of Doom. I guess I need to get it to get all three of the original. The ones that matter. These last two, I just pretend don't exist, because they're not good. So, next up we have Inglorious Poopy Words. I'm not going to say this, because it's a potty word, even though it's spelled a different way. I'm just YouTube's weird with that type of stuff. So I'm just not gonna bother. Yeah. Love Tarantino movies. I don't own a lot of them. This is the only one I own, I think. My dad owns Pulp Fiction, though, on Steelbook, so one day, I might, steal it. I'm kidding, I won't steal it. But yeah, great movie. This is the first one I watched, because I wanted to see a fun, war movie. I guess it's a war movie. I guess. It's not. I guess you could consider that. Yeah, it's a great movie. Alright, then we have It's a Wonderful Life. My favorite Christmas film. I love this movie. So good. So good. I rewatch this one every year because I can't believe I struggled to open this. Yeah, this was, such a good movie. I love it. Every year I rewatch that one, get some hot cocoa. I love it so much. Another one of my favorite films, Jaws. This is obviously, one of the best films ever. I need to get the 4K, because this is just the boring, bland, no special features. I mean, I think it has some, but this is, nothing. It's, I like it. Last time I did this, I did, a ton of digital code giveaways. I think I have some, but I don't remember. And I'm not going to go through my whole collection again to see if I do. So if you were looking for that, last year I had, 10 I got rid of. Sorry, don't have it this year. Then we have The Jungle Book. Another one of the... I need to put that in my Disney section. Why is this not my... Okay, well, this needs to go in the Disney section. I'm never going to rewatch this movie, because I'm just going to rewatch the original. But this one I actually like. I need to put that in my Disney section. I don't know why that's not there. Alright, then we have Jurassic Park, another one of my favorite films of all time. Rewatched this one a lot. I really, really, really like this one. Steven Spielberg, man. So good. And then we have Jurassic World. It's fun. I like it. I don't love it, but it's fun. One of the better Jurassic Park sequels. Probably the best. And then, for some reason, I bought Jurassic World Dominion. I don't know why, because this movie sucks. It really did. A while ago, at the beginning, whenever, I first started my channel, back in, I think, my second or third month of the channel, I'm not quite sure, but early on, I did a ranking of all of the Jurassic World movies, and then I did a spoiler review for this. My channel has grown a lot since then. Number one, thank you guys. And number two, the production sucked. Still kind of does, but whatever. Knives Out on Redbox. I was given this by my pastor. I need to get the, actual... I can't believe that they decided to make the new one a Netflix, original, so it's only on Netflix. I liked it. I didn't love it, but whatever. Then we have The Matrix. Another one of my favorite films. One of the best action movies of all time. I love it. I rewatch it a lot. I need to rewatch it again, though, because that's how good this movie is. Yeah, I really, really like this one. Man, how long has it been? I said I rewatch all the time, and then I'm now forgetting how long it's been since I've watched this. I need to give this another rewatch. Another one that I rewatch a lot. This one I actually do. I'm not just saying that. Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. This is the only only Mortal Kombat movie that I think has properly handled that first tournament. The 90s ones, it's fun, but it's cheesy. This one I think is much better. It still has its issues. Not a big fan of Johnny Cage in it, which is my favorite character, so they did him dirty, I think. And it should have been longer. I don't know why it had to be so short. These Mortal Kombat Legends movies are interesting because we've gotten 4 of them now. And I think what they're starting to do is make, like, Elseworld stories, I guess, because these first 2 are a part of the same universe. And then they made a Kenshi one that takes place, like, during the apocalypse or something. And then they made a Johnny Cage one that takes place in the 70s. And so it's interesting. I haven't seen the Johnny Cage one, which is surprising. That's my favorite Mortal Kombat character, and that came out this year. And I wanted to see it to add it to that ranking, but number 1, check that out again if you haven't. But I just never got around to it. I didn't get a chance to see it. Mortal Kombat, the 2021. This is a movie that it's not good, but I like it. I like it, you know. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade this to 4K. Am I excited for the sequel though? Yes, I am, because it has Johnny Cage in it. Karl Urban, who I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I haven't watched The Boys or anything, but from what I've seen, I'm going to be intrigued. I'm excited. I hope we get a trailer soon. I know they started filming, I think, and I hope it's better than this one, because this one they decided to not make a tournament. I'm just excited. I hope it's a lot of fun. I'm not looking for anything perfect, but just something. Kill off Cole in the first scene. Like, you killed off Johnny Cage in Armageddon? Or no, Annihilation. Kill off Cole in the first scene. Just make that better for us. Alright, news of the world. A fun Tom Hanks film. One of his better ones from recent years. This was on Black Friday sale a few years back. I need to rewatch this one again. It's a pretty good, decent western. It's about him having to deliver a kid. No, it is not The Last of Us, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Ugh. Then we have another one of my favorite comedies, the best Thanksgiving movie, one of the best holiday movies, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So much fun. I love this movie a lot. It's hilarious. Those aren't pillows. Yeah, I quote this movie a lot. And I really enjoy this one. I love this. So funny. Steve Martin and John Candy are so good in this movie. And then we have a really random one that I'm never probably going to watch, but I own it. Resident Evil Extinction. I don't know anything about this franchise. I don't play the games. I don't watch the movies, but this was given to me by friends. You know, I own it. I'm probably never going to watch it, but I own it, so... Then we have Saving Private Ryan, another one of my favorite films of all time. So good. Another Steven Spielberg classic. My favorite war movie. I don't watch a lot of war movies. But yeah, out of all the ones I've seen, this is my favorite. Which is not, that's not that, most people say that, but so good. Tom Hanks is my favorite actor, and this, yeah, I have a lot of Tom Hanks movies, I'm realizing. Alright, then we have Snake Eyes. As a long-time G.I. Joe fan, this film's disappointing. But whatever. I hope we don't. I think that this is gonna be like connected to the Transformers Rise of the Beast. I think this is connected with that, and so they're doing like a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover. I did a video about this a while ago. It's not very good, but I was basically ranting about how I think that's a terrible idea because basically the whole point of the video is that modern studios are not handling Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe, Transformers very well. This did give us Samara Weaving as Scarlet. She was really good, so I'd like to see her as Scarlet again, but not much else to say. That movie is not good. I do not like it. I just bought it because, you know, G.I. Joe. I like to buy it. I like to buy G.I. Joe stuff because it's G.I. Joe. Then we have Sonic 2, or Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I saw it in theaters because my sister loves Sonic, and, you know, the third one's coming out. Is that this year? I think. Yeah, this one was fun. Was this 2021 or 2022? I don't remember. I think 2020. Yeah, last year. Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it enough. It's fun. I liked it a little less than the first one. I don't really remember that much. Not gonna lie. I kind of forgot which one I liked more because they're honestly different. I think this one much more of a kids movie in that sense, but I don't know which one I like more. Not gonna lie. I don't really know. Alright, then we have my Star Wars collection. I'm tired, by the way, in case you can't tell. Sorted like this, I guess. Okay. First up, we have the Star Wars prequels. These movies are not good. If you grew up on these, a lot of people that grew up with this trilogy say they're the best. They're not. I'm just gonna say it. Phantom Menace is okay. Attack of the Clones is god awful. I do like Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith, I think, is pretty good. Some people say it's the best Star Wars movie. I don't know about that, but I like that one. No, I'm not doing a Star Wars ranking. I have given up on Star Wars. I'm not watching. I don't watch the shows. Honestly, I'm burned out with Star Wars. I don't watch Star Wars anymore. Obviously, now, I do watch these original 3 movies because they are incredible. So good. But I don't watch the other ones because I'm done with Star Wars. I've given up. I've watched them all, and I hate them. I hate Star Wars. Honestly, Disney has ruined Star Wars for me, and I don't think I'll ever be able to watch a new Star Wars project ever again. You really have to, sell me on this. But yeah, this is the original trilogy. Love it. I love it. It's so good. Some of my favorite movies. One of the best, if not the best, trilogy of all time. And I met Billy D. Williams, who played Lando Calrissian in it, so that's cool. And then we have Rogue One, the only truly good Disney film. This is the only film they've done that's actually good. For any Star Wars films. I don't think they're continuing a Star Wars story thing because they did this and Solo, and I think they're just done with them because Solo didn't get received very well. But this one, I like this one. I think it's pretty good. But then we have the sequels. I don't own the new one, or Rise of Skywalker, because that movie just... Again, I'm done with Star Wars. I don't care anymore. So this is Force Awakens. I do really like this one. This one's a lot of fun. I guess I said the only good Disney one, but I guess this one, I could, I enjoy this one. I've seen them all in theaters, but I'm not watching any of the new ones. I think they're making it like a new trilogy, and it's just why. Then we have Last Jedi. This movie is not good, man. This was when I was like, okay, Disney, what are you doing? And then Rise of Skywalker, I was like, they just stop now. And then the series, I'm done. I give up. I'm not watching any new stuff. I haven't watched Kenobi. I haven't watched Ahsoka. I haven't watched Andor because I simply do not care. Simply put, do not care. All right. I talked about them for a while. Alright, so we have Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is considered the worst 4K, because, apparently it doesn't look that good. I think it looks just fine. I think they re-released it. That's how bad this one was, apparently. But this is a film that everybody considers to be, the best action movie of all time. I thought it was okay. Don't hate me. I thought it was okay. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but I thought it was a little bit overrated. Not gonna lie. I don't know why. I just didn't enjoy it that much. Yeah. But this one, I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it. Last time I watched it, I was like, oh, this is okay. It was fun. I liked it. I wouldn't say okay is the best word. I liked it, but it wasn't what I thought about. Everyone said it's one of the best films of all time. But to me, I just think James Cameron is a little overrated. The Avatar movies, they look good. They look pretty, but they're not that good. Then we have the Transformers films. These are stupid movies, but they're fun. This first one is the only... this and Bumblebee. Bumblebee is in another universe. The actual Michael Bay films, this is the only good one. The first one is actually a good movie. Then the other ones are not. Second one, I enjoy it because of how... Michael Bay's good with action. The film sucks, though. The plots for these movies are not good. But the spectacle, the fun, they're fun movies. The first one's the only good one. And then Bumblebee's obviously great. I really like that one. And then Rise of the Beast, I liked it enough. It was alright. We have the Top Gun films. I like the first one. Yeah, I like it. It's good. But, oh my god. Top Gun Maverick. This movie made me like this one more. I saw this in theaters opening night because I heard all the buzz and I liked Top Gun. Again, I liked this movie. But this was something special, man. One of the best films of the last decade. I'm not saying of this decade so far, because it doesn't mean much, because we're only like 4 years in. Oh god, 4 years in, that does not feel right. Can't believe we're already 4 years in. But, I mean, of like, the past... This is a really good movie. It's really, really good. Check it out if you haven't. I think everyone's seen it. It's really good. Check it out. I think it was done dirty at the Oscars. Alright, final one here. We got Wonder. A fun. I like this one a lot. It has a lot of heart. This is the only steelbook I own that has like a slipcase to it. This is a beautiful looking steelbook though. Like I like the look of it, and this was $5 at Target. They didn't have a price on it, and then I did a price check. It was $5 for a steelbook. Fine by me. I think I still have the digital. Let me check. No, I don't. I must have, I don't know, given it away or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I really, really like this movie. I need to rewatch it again. This is a pretty good movie. And I didn't know how they were going to do this, because I remember I read the book, loved it. Still do. I reread it all the time. And I was like, how are they going to do the different chapters and different perspectives? They made it work, and I really liked it. Alright, so that's everything. Yeah, everything. I've been talking for an hour, because some of this I had to cut and, like, edit. So although this video could be about 53 minutes, it's taken longer, because I've had to reshoot some stuff. But, if you guys enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and, you know, I don't know if I'll be doing any other collection videos this year, because, like, I've done, I guess I could do single issues, maybe I'll do that. If this video does decent, I'll do that. I do want to thank you guys for the support. Recently, my videos have been doing a lot better, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Forgot to say, stay geeky, okay?